Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now today I'm at Chorley Wood Lawn Cemetery, which I guess is in Chorley. And I'm going to talk to you today about former drummer of The Sweet, Mick Tucker, and tell you a little bit about his life story. And we're going to look for his memorial bench because I believe he's got an unmarked place here, but he does have a memorial bench, which I still think is important for us to visit. You know, if they have an unmarked grave or a plaque or something like that, I still think it's good that if they have a bench, why not come and see it? You know, let's pay our respects still to that person. I don't know why I'm just stuttering. Where'd that come from? I don't know. It's not that cold. Don't forget, if you like the video today, please leave me your comments down below. Give it a thumbs up, of course, as well. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and then you'll be notified when more new emails. It's early in the morning, people. That's what it is. When more videos will come out. This is a beautiful open ground. Look, you can hear the crows crowing in the background. Ooh, there we go. Me and techno again, rubbish. I hate this gimbal thing. It's supposed to be like one of the best things out there, but it's a piece of... Anyway, do you know what I want to mention, right? You know, sometimes like YouTubers blag things and they get things for free and all that sort of stuff, right? Now, the other day I was watching At Home with the Buckleys. I love At Home with the Buckleys. For those of you that may not know, it's James Buckley, who is former In-Betweeners star, played what did he play? Jay. He played Jay, of course he did, and his wife Claire, and they blagged what was it? It was I can't remember how tall it was, but it was like a Lego Eiffel Tower from France. But I did notice that Lego have a cemetery. I'd like a Lego cemetery. So Lego, if you're watching, it's the first time I've ever tried to blag anything, or you know, ask for anything. But Lego, if you're watching, or any representative of Lego, and you know I like cemeteries, please send me a Lego cemetery. I'll make it up and I'll feature it in one of the videos and show it off. And then all the unusual gang out there, they might want a Lego cemetery. They might go and buy one. You don't know, do you? Anyway, there's my blagging for the day. Let's get on with it, shall we? We'll find out a little bit more about old... Mick Tucker. Michael Thomas Tucker, 17th July 1947 to the 14th of February 2002, was an English musician best known as the drummer and backing vocalist of the glam rock and hard rock band The Sweet. Mick Tucker was born on July 17th, 1947 in Kingsbury, northwest London, the son of Hubert and Ellen Tucker. By the age of 18 in 1965, Tucker had embarked on a career in pop music, playing around pubs and clubs in a band called Wainwright's Gentlemen, and was later joined by vocalist Brian Connolly, playing a mixture of R&B, Motown and early psychedelic sounds. The band split in 1968. There are a number of recordings in existence, including a cover of the Coasters and the Hollies hit Ain't That Just Like Me, which was officially released in February 2011. On a compilation CD Rare Mod, Volume 3, on the Acid Jazz label. The track features Tucker on drums and, according to band bassist Jan Frewer, is thought to have been recorded in 1965. He was a founding member of the band Sweet Shop in January 1968, along with Steve Priest and Brian Connolly and Frank Torpey, who was later replaced by Mick Stewart, who was himself succeeded by Andy Scott. Sweet Shop was shortened to The Sweet in 1968. As a boy, his first interest was drawing. By 14, he had changed his interest to the drums, influenced by Sandy Nelson, Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa. Tucker's father offered him a drum kit, but only if he would take up drumming and take it seriously. Hubert Tucker encouraged his son, even getting him his first gig, sitting in for Brian Bennett of legendary British beat group The Shadows at a local working man's club. He did well, said Tucker's wife Janet. If he had known who he was replacing, he would have been so scared. A self-taught drummer, Tucker excelled, and by 18 he was playing in the band Wainwright's Gentlemen. When Tucker was sacked in January 1968 for being too flamboyant, singer Brian Connolly said, "I am leaving as well. The two looked for new bandmates and the band Sweet Shop was then formed. According to Steve Priest's 1994 autobiography, Are You Ready, Steve?, Tucker offered his feedback while recording the 16s, and songwriter and producer Mike Chapman said, "We don't fucking need you anyway." Mick Tucker ended the argument by saying, "If you don't need us, why don't you just put that tape player on record and erase the whole track?" He was serious when it came to making music, and he stood up for his band's integrity when necessary. Tucker was a consummate drummer with a range of complex rhythms who could have helped any band considerably. Steve Priest said of Tucker, "He was the most underrated drummer that has ever come out of England. He was the powerhouse of the band. He was technically marvellous, his timing was impeccable, but he had a lot of soul as well, and he really felt what he was playing." According to bassist Steve Priest's high appreciation, guitarist Andy Scott said Mick Tucker was the best drummer around in the 70s. "I played the same band as him and was proud to do so. I feel extreme sadness, therefore, that he has now left us, and my heart goes out to Janet and Aston with their sad loss." Cheap Trick drummer Bun E. Carlos remembered that Sweet opened for Cheap Trick in 1979. "On most nights we went side stage and watched them. They were rocking live and Mick was fun to watch. His style reminded me of an early Keith Moon. Mick was one of the few double bass drummers that didn't let the second bass drum get in the way of swinging tune like Ballroom Blitz. He had a great feel on double bass drum, played them effortlessly, and those guys knew how to have fun," Carlos said. Other drummers who were influenced by Tucker fans are Jack Irons from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, Wallflowers, Snowy Shaw, King Diamond, Dream Evil, Merciful Fate, Jason Heartless, Ted Nugent Band. Tucker died on the 14th of February 2002, Welwyn Garden City, Hertfordshire, from leukemia, aged 54. His funeral took place on the 25th of February 2002. His wife Janet, his daughter Aston, and his niece Angela were at his bedside when he died. He is buried in an unmarked grave in Chorleywood House Cemetery. A wooden bench with a brass plaque funded by fans as a dedication to Tucker is also positioned in the grave's vicinity. 5 years previously, Tucker had a bone marrow transplant from his brother to combat his leukemia. He had recurring infections before succumbing to the illness at the hospital in Welwyn Garden City in Hertfordshire, southeast England. So there's all the information there on Mick Tucker, taken way too early. Let's adjust that because I look a little bit wonky. Am I still wonky? Taken way too early, of course, but at the age of 54, I think I read out, to leukemia. And, you know, it's sad for anyone, isn't it, that goes young, no matter who you are, what you do. And it's also sad that it's an unmarked grave as well, because it would have been nice to have gone and paid our respects. But obviously, that's the family's wishes. That's what they're entitled to. But we do have to go and find the memorial plaque on the bench so we can pay our respects to Mick Tucker, of course. And you know what? I think I found it. You can't really miss it here. This is one of those ones I literally saw when I walked in as I was walking around filming, but you couldn't miss it. Here we go. Mick Tucker, 1947 to 2002. Remember by Sweet fans everywhere. So here's the memorial bench here to Mick Tucker, and we've got to say massive thank you, Mick. You know, the Sweet, as obviously when I went to Brian's memorial plaque, were an amazing band, you know, and they did some great songs. And it's just a shame really that you know, all these people are slowly departing and slowly leaving us. Mick's been gone 20 years now, but it just, time goes so quick, doesn't it? So I suppose the most important message out of all these visits always is enjoy life for the day. You know, I know we all plan for the future, and that's fair enough, and that's good to do that when we need to, but sometimes you need to plan, and other times you need to just live life and do what you want to do and just get on with it and live for the moment. So Mick, bless you, thank you very much. Thanks to the fans of the Sweet as well, whoever got that organised and put it there, because it's great, because it gives other fans who obviously can't visit the grave, a chance to come and pay their respects to Mick, who was of course an amazing drummer in that band. Anyway, that's it from a very windy, windswept Chorley Cemetery. I will see you. Don't forget, I'll leave your comments down below, won't you? Let me know. Again, all the usual stuff. Yeah, windswept Chorley. I will see you all on the next one. Take it easy. Ta-da.